Oh, thank you, Sad Gay Panda, for the tier 1.
Beast.
Thank you very much. Joining the horde of pandas. Is it called... You know, like you have like a flock of geese or, you know, a herd of deer? What is it called with pandas?
Bunch of lazy people eating bamboo.
The saddest, gayest panda?
Why don't I take Upset Olive on my fantasy? Because Upset Olive loses you points when
Who is...
Hazard gets banned.
Somebody said that name earlier. Who is Upset Olive?
Hazard player for C-Tones' team, but he's got next up energy.
Oh, yeah.
He's really high. He's a really high ranked Hazard one trick on O's, and he's actually quite insane at it. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. But he also can't play like 5 different heroes, so he needs to work on that a bit.
You call it a
Gaggle of
pandemonium?
geese.
Oh, it's a gaggle geese. You're right. Let me see. I'm Googling it. What do you call a herd of pandas? A group of... no way! A group of pandas is most commonly known as an embarrassment. There's no way.
That's like a Google. That's a Google AI answer.
It is an AI overview. It says,
Yeah.
or also called a cupboard or a bamboo of pandas. None of these sound like...
We're making shit up now. Yeah.
Alright, I'm hitting Reddit instead. I read a post saying that a group of pandas is called an embarrassment. I also know that a group of crows is called a murder. I knew that one. A group of polar bears is called an aurora.
Borealis. Hey, dude. Mr. Sailboat. Will you do more push-ups and start sweating a little? Maybe when I'm in like the quick play or stadium section of the stream, Bunnykins, but definitely not during the casting section because I don't want to get myself all puffed out.
A group of owls is called a parliament. Yeah, this Reddit comment is saying though that like nobody actually calls it. Yeah, a parliament of owls. I mean that one feels quite fitting, but apparently all of these things are like. This person's saying they're sort of like not real, you know? They're just like stuff people say. A pride of lions, I've heard that one. Pack of dogs, yeah. Here's an article which can provide some help. Okay. That doesn't exist anymore. Feels like people are mainly debating the murder of crows one, but I've definitely heard the murder one before.
A pride of interviewers. Gayest pack of lions I've ever seen in my life. Yes, exactly that, Pussy Brigadier. Exactly that.
Great. For red pandas, it's just a pack, though.
Pack of pandas.
I mean, all the articles just seem to say embarrassment of pandas, so... Yeah, it feels real enough, you know? It's not just the AI. Alright. Well, looks like we have successfully got an embarrassment of pandas.
I respect it. An embarrassment of pandas.
All terminology is made up anyway? True. A flange of gorillas? That one can't be true.
A flange?
Call a herd of gorillas. A troop of gorillas. Yeah, that sounds more like it. Or a band.
Clock it.
Hey, yo, CommanderX, do you know any Overwatch esports website you could hook me up with? Well, luckily, Sunku, you're in luck. If you type in the letters O, W, T, and V, and then put a period, and then GG, you will get to Overwatch, owtv.gg, and that is very much the home of Overwatch esports. An orgy of porn stars? That one's... Don't W flange.
Tommy, weren't you trying to say yesterday that you've played the most races and never won before? You were due. Let this be a lesson to you. Never stop putting your marble in the race, because you're due. Congratulations. Complain to the powers that be, and you will receive.
Oh, okay. The Flange of Gorillas was a bit from the show, not the 9 o'clock news. Okay.
That's the takeaway, a cheese sandwich. Let's do a hop, skip, and a jump. Play in the race, a cheese sandwich. I want to see your marble, front and center. There's no time like right now to start.
By the way, what happened to Jake? He started commentating Elden Ring Night Rain competition. Is that like a speedrun thing?
He got a job. It wasn't a competition, I don't think. Wasn't it just like a pre-release like teaser of the event or something? Like maybe it was 2 people speedrunning it or something, but he just got a gig through his agency, man. Like he's just, you know, Mr. Worldwide, does many different games. He got a gig through his agency. It's not
Mr. Worldwide.
That one's true.
You know, guy started playing games when he's 13, and here he is, 13 years old still, casting such a wide spectrum of games.
Former 13-year-old made it as a pro gamer. The wandering caster.
America's hidden blade.
America's hidden blade.
Why have you linked me this maps thing, Panda? It feels like a trap. Was I ever 13? I think so. I don't remember specifically, but I think so.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this 13 angle. Like, I don't believe that you were 13 for even a second.
I mean, I don't have any specific memories that I would tie to, yeah, that happened when I was 13 years old, so it's possible I just, like, skipped it.
Yeah, entirely possible.
Alright, this map link from Panda, it was to a restaurant called Burger in France.
Yeah. That was a while ago. So much trauma, he's blocked 13. How? No, Brett, we're talking about how someone in the old Overwatch community made a video about a player that's like 21 years old, and the title is 13-year-old DPS player because like he started playing when he was 13 or something. But it's like come on now, like all of the people that are 21 years old pro gamers were 13 when they started playing the video game. This isn't like a tagline, you know? Everyone is a former child, would you believe? Like it's...
TF2 wasn't even out when you were 13? Yikes. Yeah, I was a Star Wars Battlefront 2 player. If you check the ESL ladder, which is, I think, impossible now because it doesn't exist, my team was top of Europe. We were the best.
Usain Bolt, 3-year-old 100-meter sprinter. Exactly.
Usain Bolt started running when he was 13.
3 years old. Like, no, I'm gonna win. A big public wank.
Yeah, I got TF2. It must have been... When did it come out? I think 2008. Were you bold when I was 13? No, I didn't. Well, I was bolding for a while. I probably pulled the trigger too late, but I don't think I actually went like full shaved head until maybe it was 2019.
When did it get like really catastrophic for you? Like 27, 28 years old?
Yeah, well, I had like quite long hair for a while, but I think like probably from like
That's the
28.
stage of denial that I'm in right now, actually.
Yeah, like I was probably in that stage where I was like, I had long enough hair that I could sort of get away with it, and my hair was kind of messy, so it was like, it kind of just looked the part. But that was, but by the time I was probably like 28, maybe 27, I was sort of having my hair shorter because I didn't, like, the long hair was just like hassle. Then there was no hiding it, you know? Like, I think that if you ever, my British Hurricane photo, you can tell it's just like, it's really gone. Yeah,
you had some grey hairs pointed out today, Brett. I'm so fucking sorry, mate.
Most people think that they can get away with it, really can't. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, as soon as I shaved my head, my immediate thought was, this is really fine, and I should have done this, like, years ago. It was really fine to lean into this immediately.
Not adding the speed apple. Like, no, in what context would someone use the speed apple? Can't wake up again.
Did you have it? No, I never had a comb over. When my hair was long, I would sort of like, it would go forward a bit, just so it like, because that's where it's receding the most, you know, like, I know some people have like the bald spot at the back, but mine is very much just receding from the front. But I would have my hair sort of like up quite a lot, like kind of messy and a bit forward to try and cover up aspects of it.
Why are they showing Falcons at Crazy Raccoon playing today? Isn't it Falcons versus Cheeseburger as the final match of the day?
It is, yeah.
What was the first match? I've already forgotten.
T1 Zeta.
Oh yeah, it was dog shit. That's right. Yeah.
Saw me in Stockholm. Should I go bold? Yeah, do it, San. If I feel like it's one of those where if you're considering it, the answer's probably yes. Yeah, and that's exactly what Panda just said. If you made a team of next up players, who do you put on it? Proud. Donghack. Yeah. Maybe Zess.
Vigilante skewed.
Yeah, that sounds alright actually.
Goodbye, Tangerine.
Mag. Jaehong, yeah. I was looking at I was on Jaehong's Wikipedia the other day, getting like double checking his name, and I realized that mine and Jaehong's birthday, like I'm like 2 weeks older than Jaehong.
You're older than Ru Jaehong?
Like 2 weeks, yeah. It's close, but I recently asked my barber and she said my hair is long and healthy enough to make a wig. Would you want one? No, it just seems like more steps. Like now, the nicest thing about shaving my hair is that it's zero maintenance. Like I have to cut it more regularly, but there's not a lot of day-to-day maintenance.
My hair's pretty low maintenance, to be honest. I just have to go to the hair system place and have them glue on a new set of it every couple of months. It works pretty well. Vagrant Goose, you're the winner of the race, and that's the final race for a minute, because yeah, we're done marbling. Okay, let's see if my clean feed has recovered to the point that I can actually watch it, not in 480p.
Body wash on your head? Yeah, I don't bother using like shampoo or conditioner. It feels like an unnecessary thing.
When keeps sponsorship? I think selling pharmaceuticals is probably like not coherent with the guidelines of OWCS co-streaming. I think my Twitch offline screen thing has your hairline in it. Actually, you might be right. Actually, it might have that bald picture of me, right? It does. It does. That's fucking awesome.
네, 그렇습니다. 그리고 오늘 그것을 증명하기 위한 가장 좋은 방법은 승리를 가져가는 것인데요. 오늘 승리가
Yeah, my shit is still fucking hard buffering, by the way. Do you have any interest in casting over the Japanese broadcast for a game?
Oh. No, but for you I will.
You will?
Yeah, well, what choice do I have? You know, you've got me. Well, actually, is there no reason we cannot just sync between both of them?
I suppose we could.
And you just get,
Yeah, you just have to sync off me as long as the Japanese broadcast isn't like ahead.
Are you gonna? Do they not do a YouTube for the Japanese one?
I mean, I assumed that it was a YouTube problem, but let me check.
Maybe. Yeah.
There's a feed link in the sheet actually. Like there's two links in the sheet. So let me have a little look in Lewis. We'll
try and go dirty.
The bottom of this. Yeah, we'll check out this Korea dirty address. Alright, let's hide clean feed.
I'm a damsel in distress, for I cannot find the perfect platform for my favourite games esport. What shall I do? Please help. You're in luck, my controller Stink9. If you go to owtv.gg, you can find the perfect home for your favourite games esports with all the coverage you could possibly want.
Okay, looks fine on the dirty address for me at the moment, so... This is actually a Korean broadcast, not a Japanese one, which I think is better because people love the Korean casters.
Wah! As they say. An out of 10 impression. Thank you.
You hear the Overwatch TV interviewers are very talented and handsome? Are you one of the interviewers, Agent 9420? Or in love with one of them? Like, what's the deal here?
Which one are you in love with?
Why is someone looking stressed? Because he's terrified that he's going to lose to Cheeseburger.
Can you add filtering for upcoming matches by tier to OWTV? If you go to the match page, you can filter by, like the match specific page, you can filter by region.
They only have OWCS on the ticker, do they not?
Yeah, we only have OWCS. I presume they're essentially wanting to hide Japan and Pacific, would be my guess.
Yeah, well, that's tier, I suppose. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I think maybe on what day? Maybe on Saturday before the stream as well. We've got like I want to change, not change the match ticker, but like figure out all the stuff we want to add to it so they can start putting it in. So I might just do like a bit of a redesign on stream or like idea bouncing, because there's a lot of different things we want, a lot of like just small touches that can make it better. Bouncing mentioned.
Yeah, there's a bounce mentioned there. I heard that too, Felix. I heard that too. Pause him with a quick bounce. I gotta delete that bounce command. It's so fucking spammy. Like,
is this the AGA bounce?
It's just a bounce command that has like, it just fills the whole screen. Okay, I'm already in 15, 14, 13. I think I'm ahead.
Well, hold on. Give me some numbers.
9, 8, 7.
Just works.
6. Just works?
Yeah. Yeah, I was behind on my thing. So all worked out. We're going to Ilios. Team Falcons have someone in, and they are playing Winston. But Farmer, he has swallowed the hog whole. He is going to be playing Roadhog. Just trying to look for these hook opportunities, connect. Obviously, someone has to be very careful. Any hook onto him could well be fatal. And they're also got Dodo on Sim here, so they will be playing a little bit of TP the hog around the map, try and set Farmer up to carry.
Yeah, dreadfully difficult matchup to play from Farmer's perspective here because Merit on the hit scan going to be so uncontested up in the sky. Basically nobody that can actually deal with him. Only Argon can ever really get on top of him, and that means that Merit, one of the premier hit scans in the world, is just going to be beaming down on you 24/7. Falcons have actually secured the flip early on. I think this is a mistake from Cheeseburger. They've just neglected to step up in time. So a completely free flip in the first fight, and perhaps record time. I feel like I've never seen a first point go through that quickly before. It's totally untouched.
Didn't touch it,
now
yeah.
underneath gets bolted. Yeah, they just didn't even tap it. This is horrible. And now Farmer, I mean, even if he wants to sit AFK poking on the point, it's going to be very difficult because, again, Merit, I mean, look how much damage he's done. He's already nearly got a bowler shot.
Yeah, they're going to TP top left here onto the same side as Farmer now. They need to... At that point, they were playing opposite sides, which meant Falcons could just harass the backline without being at risk of a hook. Farmer's going to miss his first attempt here, and someone's going to jump to the opposite side to keep that point contested. Clear them out a little bit, but... Cheeseburger keep rotating, but now the hook, big one onto someone as well, but doesn't get too much damage out of that, so we'll have to recycle and go again. Farmer's down to half HP, and Faith is a little bit separated from everyone here. They still don't have control of the point, Cheeseburger. They're really reluctant to force it, and it's just giving Falcons over half of it for free.
Yeah, I think it's just not happening in all honesty. Cheeseburger giving that initial cap has absolutely cost them the round at this stage because 60%, they've actually given up on their capture progress as well. They haven't even started. Field is going to catch Argon after the TP takes place. Cheeseburger flipped up onto the high ground with that TP trying to catch somebody, but they catch absolutely nothing. Continue rush after him. Grow up.
Hook goes wide from Farmer, but a missed jump by someone. He is in the well, and now all of a sudden Cheeseburger can flip it. After all that time, they're going to challenge it, actually. Proper comes in with a pulse bomb onto it as well. We'll get that damage sent off. Faith nearly has the beat to match with this one, but Chio's going to go first. Faith still needs a few percent, and Dodo is in all sorts of trouble against Merit, right? There we go. Finishes him with a bot.
Punch out.
And oh, a stylish one for Merit to finish the job, and Falcons will actually... That will be the round off it, but... What an odd round of well.
Very bizarre round of Ilios well. Someone decided, let's bounce, and bounced his head on top of that little rooftop. Finds himself in the well as a result. Cheeseburger overall, I mean, horrific first fight for them where they didn't tap, they didn't contest. And then the entire round is just them slow fighting in a situation where in any other scenario, Farmer would have been able to pressure the cap. Farmer would have been able to force the issue.
If they got potentially... cap, that would have been a great first fight, you know? It would have really forced Falcons to make the first move. It's like, it all unravels at that point.
Oh, Christ. Now we can see Fielder over to the Alari for the more open map. Maybe, no, maybe not. Maybe he's just taking the piss. Oh, full wave of torpedoes, though. And we're back in.
Speed ring out over to the Kiriko. This one will be a little bit easier for Cheeseburger just to get to this right-hand side, maybe force point from there as well. Someone's going to have to be a lot more careful on this one. Not as many high grounds to avoid this. You see Farmer trying to take over the Mega initially as Merit sits up here on this high ground. Still have the Sim, so you can see that TP just to try and clear him out. They go for that one, but Farmer is just dead. Why didn't he just TP back? And that's going to be an easy first cap for Falcons again.
That couldn't be Crocs though, so I still will be taking Crocs. I'm putting it all on the line with this Frenchman Gambit. TP back for Dodo. Huge advantage for Team Falcons now. They've got that first cap in the hand, and someone's just going to sit up above, needs to be cleared. They might have to TP their tank up there to poke him out, because otherwise he's just going to continually receive pocket. Merit has the double angle as well. Farmer actually steps up forward on the left-hand side, being TP'd even deeper into the fight now. Team Falcons, they're trying to cut the tail. Farmer's been booped off the map by Chio. I think that's Geggery, or someone is screaming their head off right now at the back of that boot, but Chio drills Wu-Chan as well, and it's just going to be easy. Cheeseburger, no hope.
Yeah, we saw Milgari playing the Hog earlier, and what Milgari was able to do, there was a lot of individual impact, right? Like connecting these hooks, not just the straightforward ones on the tank, but some of the more difficult ones as well. And Farmer's just not been able to find the same value here. No one from Falcons has really been caught out. The only thing that has caught out Falcons so far is when someone ran into that ceiling. But Cheeseburger now, they've at least cleared the first part of it, and they can start walking up. No ults to speak of just yet. Kitsune rushes for closest, but Fielder was actually ahead on that ult charge. So Falcons have everything they could possibly want to mirror this. They're going to force the recall onto Argon. TP there just to scare Merit more than anything, as Cheeseburger are going to turn it to point. But now Farmer, he's done it. He's found the opening. Proper is dead. Pulse bomb onto someone as well. And all of a sudden, the Kitsune rush came out from Fielder as well. He's actually killed Wu-Chan, so Wu-Chan can't mirror it. They need to be careful, and Shio nearly has a beat. Farmer's going to die. And despite these early losses, Falcons are just battling back into it. Coming back in, Dodo is half HP, will re-swing onto Merit now. Someone is back in the fight, though, and they can contest before this flip goes through. Someone is onto Dodo, and Falcons refuse to give up the point.
They just won't let it go, and they come out on top. Now Team Falcons for the final turn, they've got just about everything. Faith still hasn't dropped a beat on this map, and if this trend continues, he's not going to drop one at all before it's over. Final fight now, 88%. Beats available for Chio. 88% for Faith though, so he doesn't have it online. If they can target him early, if they can pressure him before Cheeseburger walk, could just be done already. You can see everybody for Cheeseburger pulled up inside. They're trying to charge up that ult. They need a touch. They get the first tap from Argon. Farmer's on the point though. Beat push comes out for Chio. Faith gets the counter beat online. Kitsune rush from the back of main, but Proper, he's going to have a blade any second now. Let's get eyes on him.
He's looking for it in the back. They've gone to the background, but they actually flipped the map, and they've conceded the point here, Falcons. So they still have a lot of ults to throw into this, but they have to play retake now. Merit's trying to poke out the Hog initially, force them back. Farmer is looking for that hook. He has it off, goes for Proper, can't connect it though. Now the Primal comes out, now the Bowler comes out. Someone kills Dodo immediately. Blade over the top. Only fighting a TP, actually getting whole hogged away from that one a little bit. We'll get a few slashes onto this Hog, but Wu-Chan is able to get one kill, but I don't think it's enough. Now it's Faith. Can't live versus that. A symbol back from spawn as Dodo gets it online. But Falcons comfortably take Ilios.
Yeah, I mean, they conceded some 23%, but that'll do. Making it look very, very easy now. I wonder if we had a Star Wars that I didn't notice between the rounds.
I've not seen a Star Wars either, which makes me anxious that I have missed one.
Yeah. Instead of, knowing that I was muted through it, the lack of knowledge is actually more concerning. The links other than 7TV banned? I mean, really, mate, I feel like it just depends on what you're linking. Try your luck quadruple time. See how you fare, man. Just try it on. Has someone changed his hair color again?
Yeah, I think so.
Don't speed apple this honk.
What's speed apple?
I show Speed's face superimposed on an apple, of course.
Thank you, Goatmaz, for the 100 bits.
HLTV's top 20.
Surely we do something similar to HLTV's top 20? Yeah, we've got some plans for something like that, but we're obviously going to have to do it slightly differently because I know people have sort of mentioned the idea of using the stats to create a ranking, but the stats we have are absolutely fucking wank for any kind of meaningful ranking, you know? So we got something else in mind for that type of thing. Did someone get a nose job? I've been hearing that.
You're able to rotate the speed apple in your head, unfortunately. Yeah, Brett, you are. God, you're fucking old. Half the entire chat is just fucking pictures and gifs, mate. Like, it's just all shit. I am not downloading that, thank you. Alright, mate. Now you know at least. Now you know.
Yeah.
Fuck. I feel like people are trying to protest to get me to put Speed Apple on the list. The rotating food website. Of course.
Just for people who can't rotate it in their heads themselves.
Yeah, it's a huge gallery of rotating food. I've seen so many of these. Making me hungry, low key.
I'm hungry as well. What am I having for lunch? Maybe kebabs and salad.
Kebabs and salad?
Well, more like, they're called kebabs, but you know, it's like skewers.
I don't think it's possible for Twitch to shut something like this down, Brett. Like, Twitch has for like the longest time had like proprietary add-on crap that lets you add stuff, but like at this stage, like nobody subs to a channel for the emotes on the channel anymore, you know? Because like most people use this fucking extension. I think that nowadays people sub to Twitch channels because Twitch channels run like fucking 50 billion ads per hour, you know? Like a third of the stream is an ad. So people sub to the stream to get rid of that. But like the emotes component is just like fully dead. Like my emotes list is from fucking, what, from like 8 years ago or something almost. And I just haven't updated it ever because it's like, it's just not a value add for anyone. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, it was like, I updated mine when I first got like Twitch Partner, because I think obviously part of it was just kind of like, oh cool, we got a new feature. And it was kind of good at first, but I think it's been, I feel like I've not really updated it since.
You can ban the phrases associated with it. Mate, you can dynamically update the list of fucking emotes. Like, you can't ban every word. You can write anything you want.
Just ban all the words.
You can name it whatever you want in any channel, you know? Like, the ones that are named in my channel can be named anything. I can click on the emote and rename it to whatever I want for my channel. Like, it's not possible for Twitch to police it in any capacity. Fucking old man.
I sub to Emong for the Emong emotes. Do you, Panda? Emong cry? Oh. Twitch ad breaks are significantly better without 15 back-to-back TurboTax ads, which I've probably seen 13,000 of this year.
I mean, have you done your taxes? Like, old mate Turbo had me right when I was in the States.
Oh, really? I didn't have to do taxes in the States ever. I was always just... It was always UK taxes for me.
I just fed my W2 or W8 or whatever the fuck it was number into Turbo and then clicked no on absolutely everything, said that I was taking the general deduction and called it a day.
Yeah, there's so many, even when I do my self-assessment, there's so many things where you just go like, you could calculate all of this and these expenses, or just use this number. I was like, I'll just use this. Because I calculated it one time and the number they suggested was just more generous than the actual calculation. So I was like,
the general deduction is like so much higher than
same
like
here.
Individual expenses are, unless you paid like 10k in working from home expenses or something.
Yeah, like unless you had like serious purchases, like you bought yourself like, I don't know, a fucking recording studio or something. It's it was always just, at the times I did it at the start, it was always just way more just to take the default. So I was just like, well, this is
the general deduction cut is literally like fucking 10k or something. Like, it's a huge amount for someone that works in an office, you know, like.
Yeah.
Rhine Mirror? Yeah, I mean that's why they're going to King's Row for honor. And also because if they go to this map, then Farmer can play Hazard, and someone Can't.
Mm.
Can't wait to beat the tax-free threshold and pay tax. Couldn't be me, Brett. Never have I filed a tax return or paid a cent.
This guy doesn't pay his taxes. Get him. Is the emotes used the most? Oh wait, is this the one you always use? Is that an Emong one? Oh, so it is. Emong Keck.
You subbed to Emong for Emong's emotes?
Yeah, Trash Panda does. I mean, to be fair, they are they're quality versions of what they are.
Flesh out my emote list. Did I miss any good games? You literally missed all of the good games. Now there's just shit remaining. So well done.
There's a multi-billion-dollar organization beating up a cheeseburger. Maybe multi-billion is there's a little bit of hyperbole in that. That estimate might be off. Wait, is that cat one? Emong Party and the Dancing Cat? Okay, these emotes are actually pretty good. Emong's done well here.
You mean to tell me that the guy that streams 7 days a week for 12 hours a day has a pretty well fleshed out channel structure where everything provides value?
Yeah, I believe so. I sub to CX for this one. The CX pogging. Yeah, I think, to be fair, I'm still quite happy with my emotes. I think most of them are, worthwhile. They're just, emotes are always... They come in for a bit, then they go out.
Did I see the lesbian on Twitter who stole my whole fit? You're one of my moderators.
Who stole your fit?
And I also think the notion that pants and a shirt with a belt is stealing my fit is the most insane.
Wait, were you not the first person to do that?
Of all time, if somebody is wearing clothes other than tracksuit pants and a t-shirt, it's stealing my fit. Look at her fit. Look at what I'm wearing. None of it is the same. It's just the same vague genre. Go outside, get a fucking job. My God. Highlight message Bello. Alpha, I stole what? Did you really get a mullet, Alpha? No fucking way. Pre-prep for stockies or something? Good morning, Fiddy.
Why do you have an Ajax logo? It's an Ajax joke. Which only really works for a small subset.
Transfotoshow, you literally bought this shirt because you saw me wearing it. So, in this case, you are actually stealing my fit.
That's almost a textbook example of stealing the fit.
It's I remember, Transfotoshow came into the chat, saw me wearing the Raid shirt, and then discussed in depth in the Discord how they were going to put the put the Raid shirt on Afterpay or whatever it was. So it's for one, recession indicator, and two, stole my fit. When will I announce my diabetes diagnosis? Not a sweet tooth.
Wait, have you got the Emong emotes too, Red Eyes?
Dude, Red Eyes is everywhere. You're a hardcore consumer, Fluttershy.
Are you... Now I think about it, are all of you watching now all just waiting for Emong to go online? I've realised my place in the food chain.
I have better Twitch TV now, but it's grayed out in the extensions tab and nothing really looks different. Agent 9420, I mean, I'm not trying to take the piss here, but how is it that when people add you with a command that says 7TV, that links to the 7TV extension, you somehow wind up installing better Twitch TV in order to try and see the image in the chat? Is this a Mama Hamter rage bait situation, or do you actually have something seriously wrong in your head?
Yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't get it to install the right extension.
This horse is going to die in that little shallow puddle of water that's been led to. This is insane. What 7 TB? Yeah, this is rage bait. This is just. Hello, music.
Cannot be helped. Watching me waiting for Sideshow to go online. Is it someone who was talking about? James was talking about the Valorant being on this weekend, I think. I think a few people in the Valorant waiting room.
Some major or something.
Or maybe I'll watch that. Do
Really?
I need to clean the house?
I don't know. You could clean and watch it. So where's the hog meta everyone was talking about? GSP Glazer? I mean, they just played hog for the entire first map, and in the previous series, the other team also played heaps of hog. But nice first time chat, mate. The good thing about life is that it actually doesn't start and stop at your convenience. So your frame of reference might be that we're loading in on King's Row with no Roadhog being picked, but there's actually been Roadhog played all day long. Welcome to the stream, GSP Glazer.
What's that stage of cognitive development? You know, where you realise, you know, when you play peekaboo with babies and they love it because they can't conceptualize. There's a term for it. Someone will know it. Where you can't tell another person exists. Object permanence, yeah. So unfortunately, Glazer hasn't got object permanence just yet, but I'm sure they're real close.
That was his first message. His next message is, I just got shit on, not gonna lie. Here, welcome to the stream, mate. Stick around. Prop is on the fray now. Bit of hit scan for Prop, which is a bit bizarre given Merit is supposed to be Mr. Hit Scan. Merit over to the Symmetra. I suppose Merit, reckons he's got those sim chops on him, but I'm not sure how I feel about this order of the players playing these characters. Either way, Sungan up on the high ground. He's going to block Prop's advance. He's already taken heaps of space, and have we even commented on the fact that the hall is in the server right now?
I was wondering when you'd get to it, because I was like, he is always rolling all around. Aggressive TP drop onto Sungan. It's a 1-for-1 trade only, though, and now Merit's going to try and have to TP himself out of trouble. Gets the angle and back, groups up with Chio, and they've actually taken control of the hotel now. Dodo can't keep going, and Cheeseburger, they did lose their tank and bat, so they are resetting.
Zessin poking away from main, but you can just see the whole. What are we doing, Harmon? Native, booped in, dead.
Class.
Just fucking hopeless. I'm so glad that. What just killed Hongyu?
How was Merit died to the turrets?
What just happened to Faith? I need to know. At least I get the cap, but what was that?
Cheeseburger, get the first point. Minor problems, but they get it nonetheless. Hanbin will be going on to Winston, much better matchup now. Wu-Chan is on the Ana, and actually, while Wu-Chan has felt like a liability for a lot of the stage, recent performances on Ana have shown him to actually be a pretty carry player in this situation. Dodo onto the Genji, Sungan onto the Sigma. Maybe there is just we've just got people playing their best heroes type angle for this comp from Cheeseburger. They'll have this Nano to go with now. Imagine they might even wait for Nanoblade if they want. They're going to force a jump at a Hanbin and a bubble round the corner, and Dodo can go to poking him out. Backwards jump now, and they're looking for the chase. Proper threw in the bowler but found nothing. Cheeseburger are through the choke, still have the Nano.
Still a Nano available, and Cheeseburger have bought heaps of space for themselves. They can really do anything they want with this ult situation. They've got everything but the beat online, essentially. Nano Boost comes out onto Dodo. Nano Blade looks solid, to be honest. Merit's been zoned right off his TP. But God, Dodo, incredible discipline to not keep pushing there in main. Actually just drops the 180, takes down Chio instead. Sungan will fall, but the bowler from Zessin is good. We're in 3-for-3 trade situation right now. Merit's in the back. Doesn't want to greet it as well. Still 3-for-3, but Faith, he just doesn't have that beat online. And all that remains for Cheeseburger are the supports. Seemed so good for them in the early stages of the fight, but Proper survives and just gets it done in the mid-fight. Both DPS for Falcons carrying this scene.
Probably was an angle there where they didn't need to Nano and Blade to try and force the beat. I still got a kill in the end, but now they have Flux and a beat of their own coming back, and this one should be really hard to deal with as they're going to clear Proper out of this high ground position, look to push forward. Sungan Vote does often get traded in these fights, has been stranded a few times, but with this beat, hopefully enough support to get him through. He's going to walk into the bubble to force the back jump from Hanbin. Still going forward, rocked round the corner, avoided by all of Falcons, but now free can't push for Cheeseburger as they get to this next choke. Symbol is out. They're going to try and push around the corner with it, trying to beam on, but Sungan's looking good for the kite, actually. Are they all out? Dodo needs some help. No, separated out. Now the bubble to keep pushing, and Sungan is going to get fried. And it looked like a decent kite at first, but Dodo can't get out, and then they can just keep going, Falcons, and it's a full reset.
Yeah, it all just looks too easy for Merit after the fact. You know, as soon as he's talked and he's just running it up down mid, he can do so much damage to the front line of Cheeseburger. This Sigma, I mean, it's a lot of pressure, but at the same time, versus the Winston and versus a Sim, you wind up getting blocked away from your healers and you fully talk the Sim with your shield. So she winds up really running you down and beaming you. You can't block any of that damage once the shield is gone. The hands do nothing. You can see now Dodo closing in. Pushed on the flank. The flank from behind as well for Zessin, but he's missing every shot. Merit will still fall. Rock comes out, blocked by a side, unfortunately. But Fielder incredibly low in main. 1-man, 2-man advantage for Cheeseburger now. Falcons just not finding the timing to use this Primal Rage. Fielder's Kitsune Rush really doesn't get it done.
Yeah, good boot from Faith to stop Hanbin finding the trade there, but it's not going to stop Fielder finding the trade. The sleep is out by Wu Chan, so he can look after himself at least. There's the 3-2-1 to take care of him. Primal has come out. They want to keep fighting this, actually. Dodo's onto the backline here. Chiu and Hanbin can get out. Goes for a late trade. Actually, Hanbin gets him. Oh, it's messy from Cheeseburger. They keep having these opportunities, but the trades are just killing them.
These trades are absolutely lethal. Faith getting traded 1v2 by Fielder. And then Dodo greeting on the flank and going down to the Primal and the Bolt. Proper catches a Bolt, but he doesn't catch two because he's disciplined beyond belief. Now on the high ground, Zess, and he swings again. But there's no more damage coming out. Cheeseburger, they have to just take it slow. Zessin's flanking once again. We are about to have another 5v5, and again, Falcons have been bullied back, but it's going to be beat for beat right now. Nano comes out. Fielder doesn't get the beat in time. Blade comes out now, and you can see burst by slashing at the TP, but Merit ankles absolutely shattered. Two kills for Cheeseburger though. Falcons have got no more ultimates to actually clutch this.
Yeah, they still got the kills in main as Faith was able to get the beat off as well. So now it'll be second point going forward here. And they'll not too bad from Cheeseburger, winning on a few of these key ult turns. We're going to have Flux for the next one. And Team Falcons don't have all that much, you know. Symbol can help versus Flux, but it's not a great ult matchup as well. Similarly, it means if Hanbin ever tries to make any kind of aggressive move, for Flux is going to be a big punish timing for Songan.
Oh, heavens. Now you can see proper bolting away in main. But Cheeseburger, this swing timing with the bowler, with the Flux could be huge. Merit Symbol needs to block Zessin out of this fight. Needs to deny huge value from Cheeseburger's backline. Otherwise, Falcons, I mean, they're conceding so much card push. Anti-nade splashed on Cheer. Double ball, this game winning from Proper, but Zessin, death from the grave, takes down Proper. 1-for-1 exchanges here. Sungan pops the Flux up on the high ground. He brutes it, misses it completely, goes for it on a TP, so that's just not going to happen, unfortunately. And now that Sungan has been traded, Kitsune Rush out for Fielder in main. Falcons are going to hold on.
Yeah, Dodo's going to reset. All of Cheeseburger will go and have another one as Falcons are actually looking for these late kills, and Wuchan's kind of trapped there if they want to go for him, but they leave him for now. Cheeseburger will be coming back with Nano very soon, and Sung-An over onto the Hog here. Good news for Falcons, though. They saved that symbol, so they've got almost 4 ults for this next fight as well. Cheeseburger, it's only the Nano, so a Nano onto the Hog maybe, the extra damage, a Nano onto the Genji. They need to bleed a lot of ults out of Falcons, and they don't have a lot of time to do it with.
Sungan on the Hog right now, he needs to find value. He might be able to pop out here and catch Proper if Proper isn't careful. But no, Sungan is just going to start out by pushing the payload. Nade goes long, does not connect from Fielder. You can see Hanbin up top. He's dropped his bubble already. Wu Chan has a nano boost available, but it feels like they're waiting for Dodo to get a bit closer to that blade so they can go for a nano blade turn. Cheer's got the beat to counter out. Nano boost has been invested onto Dodo. He's pushing in. No. Oh, he goes for the one tap. As soon as the dash is invested, now the counter beat comes out. It's going to be 2-for-1 trades as well, as Hanbin has found Zessin in the back. Wu Chan as well. 25 seconds remain. And Hongyu, mate, it's time for a higher value beat. Huge ult advantage for Cheeseburger. But they've got to be scared about this touch. Look at the forward setup for Falcons.
Yeah, they want to fight him early. Cheeseburger might just be forced to beat immediately. Sungan's going to come on Diva as well. Bowler out now, and Zessin dies. Going for that Bowler attempt as well. They have no choice but to commit. Dash in, beat Blade is up. Dodo finds one. Will be slowed down a little bit. Slash onto Merit. Nade comes through. Fielder pockets him through all of it. And Merit, and they don't touch. They were all there. Look at these Cheeseburger players. They're literally all by the payload.
Oh, they were all taking a bite. Disaster scene here. Cheeseburger, they had all of the tools for that final fight, but the bowler shot hams him up. Classic Genji ult. Hey, he tried his best. Big Mac is a burger. Are you the team advocate for Cheeseburger or something? Like, what's your story? Big Mac is a burger.
So on point, just be no, it was a fine blade. You know, what can he do? It was actually such an outrageous dash attempt. When Dodo dashes in there on the Freya as well, it's like, fuck. You either 1v3, but you have to do everything perfectly.
Who have Falcons lost to? I think they got 3-0 because of Raccoon.
And Zeta Division in that map 5.
Yeah.
And then Falcons play T1 at the end of the week, or well, on Sunday.
Thank you for the point of reference, Banter Life. That looks like it takes skill to fall out of that, to be honest. Well done. They're called Cheeseburger, but it's just buns. Alright, what do we have? Fielder, Latex Mercy. Good man. Good man.
It's not bad.
And, oh, I thought they were going to stick it for a second there. Wu-Chan on the Baptiste. He wants a quick defeat. Harmon, get back on Winston. Look at that comp and say, I want to play Winston. I dare you.
Well, he's not falling for your dare. He's going to keep playing D.Va. TP onto the high ground now, and it is slightly better matchup. Chiu is clearing that right-hand side as well as Falcons look to battle for this high ground. They can obviously play to force point, then shift above afterwards. For Cheeseburger, they're going to have to try and hold on to that point just by poking it and putting enough pressure out. Merit with the TP onto Hanbin behind. Merit is out there as well. They are looking for the back line. Proper's trying to hold the opposite angle as they try and pinch him, but they've dropped out of the high ground for now. But Zessen and Wu-Chan slightly split, and that's just the opening that Hanbin needs to pounce. Now, squash between Proper and Hanbin. Hanbin's going to shift in one more time. So much damage. They're so low. Hanbin's just going to clean everyone. And you can just see Cheeseburger weren't able to control any of the map there or stop Falcons TP into high ground, stop them taking high ground, stop them taking the angles in main. Just sort of stood there and got surrounded.
Yeah, no, it's an easy 1-14 Falcons. They just walk right through and take it. And at this stage, Cheeseburger, what are we going to do with you? Down on ultimates, Wu-Chan Faith, still 40% at best away from their ultis. Proper's got a bowler shot. Sungen, I mean, you know, he can block it with his shield, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult for Cheeseburger to recover from. Field is a little bit ahead on that Kitsune rush. Harmon can go deep onto the Baptiste. The flip tries to go through for Cheeseburger. They wrap behind, but Harmon is on the case. There's currently Carp being blocked through the archway, but Sungen is being beamed. Wu-Chan actually catches Proper. Where even is Wu-Chan right now? Maybe up in the window. Zessen has been pushed from behind, so 1-for-1 trades right now. But Cheeseburger, they've got bodies on the cart, so they might be able to clutch this out.
Yeah, got control of it now as well. They have to be careful of the respawn, but they know Proper is coming from that direction. So an awkward situation for Cheeseburger, but they are stopping the payload where this is happening. Now the flip again. Dodo's going to try and get the other side. The rock buys him a lot of time. Faith in big trouble, though, and full beam for Merit. Lamp comes out from Wu-Chan, but they are in big trouble. So they'll die on point at the very least here, but they don't force any ults out of Falcons.
Oh my, oh my. I do think, ultimately, even though it looked good for them at the start, even though they find those trades, the fact that they can't actually bleed ults out just means that they are, you know, in the worst possible spot for this final point a second. Now, there's a TP out from Merit, a very aggressive one as he tries to keep poking forward, but he just doesn't commit to it, doesn't want to keep it going. So now, Proper, back of main, poking away with as many bolts as he can, but we are going to be facing the last fight here. Sungen has TP'd on and been booped off the high ground immediately. Simwar comes up and Merit, he wants to step on the gas. Sungen is so incredibly low in the corner. Window is out, but the Simwar can counter. They're not even going to go for that counter. They're instead going to push right through. Sungen has been beamed down. Bowler shot is out on the TP exit. Faith goes down before he can build up his beat drop, and Falcons 3-for-0 trades. Oh, massive time bank for third. Packet.
Yeah, they just have no response to Merit. You see Hanbin takes these aggressive moves in, and then Merit just walks forward full pocket, and as soon as Sungen, as soon as that shield goes, which it goes quite quickly, especially when you have to retake and you lose a lot of it just to walk up, then Merit just gets to take over, and time again, Merit is just overpowering the front line of Cheeseburger, and there's no real response here. Sigma's just a really hard hero at the moment, honestly, in a lot of these matchups. Even this one should be one of the better ones, really, into the D.Va, but certainly hasn't felt like that, and you can see already that yellow box of victory. We are into final fight. Self-destruct is forced out by Hanbin. Now they're looking for the TP. They find Sungen with the TP there. The Sim Wall is out from Dodo, but it's not enough. Zessen with a trade. Trades might be enough for him here as Cheeseburger try and buy more time.
Cheeseburger, they do have a little bit of time on the clock. Zessen pops the bowler, catches proper. Crucial that they get that through. If they can preserve Faith's beat, maybe they have just the tiniest chance of a recovery here. Harmon's sniping Zessen out of the sky. He will go downfield. The TP's on, drops the Suzu as well. Faith is cleaning up all of the kills. If only there was a Korean fantasy that we could have here. Nobody left behind for Team Falcons. Cheeseburger, looks like they're going for the swap actually. What are we going to, Sogan? Back to Sigma.
Of course. Just a sucker for punishment, really. Faith still has the beat, though, so Cheeseburger have a big insurance policy. Have to be a little bit careful with this payload, but Sungan can keep anchoring that beat if they get in trouble. In the meanwhile, Zessen, Wuchan, they can keep fighting for this high ground position. And if Zessen can keep finding picks, the rock is good. Merit lands on solid ground, though, and will be okay for now. And Proper's going all the way behind with this bowler, looking for Faith. If he connects it, goes for the beat, gets it off, though. Doesn't quite connect perfectly. Now a little boop off the map, but Hambin has the boosters to get back on. Trades on the high ground now. Shield is awfully low up there, does get it out. The trades are good for Cheeseburger again, and they are once again holding on this third point.
Yeah, I mean, another hold comes through, and Cheeseburger now start snowballing these together. We might actually wind up in a one bite to win situation. Sungan poking as much as he possibly can. He's only 65% of the way to the Gravitic Flux at the moment. Unfortunately, Team Falcons, they are swinging into quite a lot of ultimates. If they get double support ult online, they get the symbol on the objective as well. I just don't know how Cheeseburger are going to hold on. They need to do something aggressive. They can't just slow fight and play to counter, because they're not going to have the ults up in time. Harmon TP's top, shifts it immediately onto Zessen and forces him into a weak angle. Symbol is up on the objective. TP has been burned. Sungan, not long for this world. Wuchan pops the window, but Sungan is being beamed. Dodo will fall. Zessen down as well. And Cheeseburger, ultimately in that final fight, they just played it by the book. But they were reading from the complete wrong page. You can't slow fight. You can't just expect to take a neutral in that scene. If you don't do something fast, you aren't just going to lose to the ult advantage. And I don't know if it's an issue of an ult track or, you know, just an understanding problem, but
yeah, they must
just
have
sat there and took it.
Because the previous two fights, they always had this insurance. You know, they were playing slow. They had Zessen in a good position, so they can keep playing for that. And they always had the beat as the insurance policy. So if any fight did break out, they had ults to match and to hold their ground. In this last situation, they knew Faith used the beat. They knew Chio must be getting close. And then they just let him stand on point for free. And then all of a sudden, it is a sim wall. It is a beat on point. And you're just asking Sungan giving him an impossible job to hold the point against all of that. So needed either to hold forward, play for some kind of trade and just turn it into a messy scrap. Yeah, can't win the fight like that. So a bit of a recovery nonetheless from Cheeseburger, but it feels like nothing that is really causing too much drama for Falcons.
Beat Flux, come on, Faith. Might be a bit of 3 Overwatch here, to be honest.
Yeah, it might be a quick end. I'm going to go grab a drink.
Well, the thing is, Xavier, you still there or are you grabbing that drink?
Yeah.
The thing is, a quick end actually means nothing for me at the moment, because I think there's another 6 hours left in my stream after the fact.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I did 13 hours 2 days ago, 12 hours yesterday. Shoot for similar ballpark today, I reckon.
You E-Monk.
You're a few emotes.
You're a few emotes, so what? You're a bit just an emote quality gap away from being E-Monk.
Yeah, hello Stinky. Yeah, I'm just, you know, hey in the sun shining theory. You know how it is.
Yeah,
I got nothing going on.
I was
so
reading
I might
about
as
that
well,
theory.
Just make the most of it, really. I don't know how I'm gonna work it with the host is all, because it's like if I stay up late tonight and I sleep long tomorrow, then I'll do Korea. I'll have a kip. I'll come back on. I'll do NA, but like. With no reruns,
then what happens?
Like, yeah, how do I do that, you know? Like, how do I finish Sunday without dying?
Yeah, I remember the first time I got the raid and I just 24-houred it, and it was fucking, like, brutal, you know? Like, just,
yeah, I mean, I remember I did something similar where I had like
I
think I had like a couple hours of kip the very first time I got it, and that was the only time I ever did it. Where I did, like, the whole thing with just like a 2-hour kip somewhere in the middle. No, I'm not doing reruns, Hardy. Let's say that I took a swing for the king and I missed, and now there's a TOS strike on my account, so I'm not going to try and take a slice of the cake. Flats.
Alright, I'm getting that drink.
Yeah. Can you not do the Kai Cenat method? Like, quietly so, Hardy. like no one really cares, but no one really cares, and I'm sure that the risk of a punishment is like you know, like extremely low. But I have a strike on my account, so I'm gonna keep that risk at 0, you know. Did somebody say marbles? I think somebody said marbles. I could have sworn I heard that. Watch Holden. Do you want to speed hack Fiddy? We watch Fiddy actually. Where is he? Actually, no. We'll watch carries because it's a first-time play, so it's only fair. A couple of first-time plays, well. You just realized that you've been cucked? Yeah, get used to it, Fiddy. That's the rest of your life, buddy. Welcome, Hamhead Ham. Oh no. Tomo Tyrog. Swing and a miss from you.
I'm back. Is this going to be the latest Korea will finish? Yeah, probably in a while. It's been a pretty pre-OE type of regular season.
Yeah, first day with 2 matches that weren't 3-0s.
Wow.
It's okay. The final match is a comfortable 3-0, so... Oh, you died homosexual.
I'm the biggest Cheeseburger fan ever. Sorry, I'm just slow to this one. Biggest Cheeseburger fan ever if they hold this. Well. Missed out on a fan.
Bad news.
Yeah.
Final game of the day. 1 bite. Pack goes way later.
It starts way later, doesn't it?
See you, Stinky. Could you even tell that I'm going bald? How many children do you have now? Maybe you're already gone. Maybe you got smacked by an ad break, to be honest.
Is the internet arse in the UK or am I dumb? It like varies a lot region to region. Coverage is pretty wank here. Like if you're not in like a major city, you can quickly run out of signal. Bit of a 3 days and suffering. Ooh.
You tell him, Joe. Star reacts to that message.
All right. 23 seconds if you want to get your preds in. Ooh.
All right, map 3, Hall for all the marbles, Diva ban out for Cheeseburger, forcing a ball mirror, possibly forcing Merit onto Tracer as well, because Proper is maybe.
Oh yeah, he's doing it.
This team has cancer. I'm afraid this team just has cancer.
Look at this lineup.
Yeah.
What nightmares are made of. Corp Sim will give them a lot more control and burst onto that ball, but Proper will just have the range advantage of all of these things. And there is an onus for Cheeseburger to be making the first move, but for now, Hambin is just keeping them at bay. Spam coming in, Zessin on the back foot, and Falcons will force for point initially. Slam comes through in the back. They have stabilized a bit of a TP harass, but Dodo's in trouble. It's a scary drop off, but gets back to his Wu Yang and will be okay for now. Hambin's now taking a lot of damage, but Falcons got the first flip. Slam comes in from Farmer, but not near anything. Now they're going to try and turn their attention onto him as well. He turns it around, though, rolls into Proper, who was low. That's the opening pick. Farmer can't make it up for Slope, but he's going to go for a slam. Misses the slam as well. He is just about corralled Falcons away from the point long enough for the flip, though, and Cheeseburger in control.
Yeah, Cheeseburger managed to snag the cap on this one. Merit, the ineffective Tracer, the cosmetic Tracer, unfortunately, and Proper getting picked first, uncharacteristic for him. Merit in the back, dueling with Wu Chang, gets 2-tapped, and yeah, let's get a double swap on the DPS going, folks. I don't need this. I don't need to put time and effort into watching fucking Merit on Tracer and Proper on Freya, because it's dog shit. We all know it's dog shit. Merit's over to Sim now. There we go. Wonderful.
Bit more like it now, as Farmer's just going to try and mark Hambin out. Trade resources, keep himself at bay. Hambin's going to lose that HP trade as well, as it was in line of sight of the Cheeseburger backline. Falcons will force point, but they've got no ball for a second still, so they should be able to contest this. They leave it a little bit late, honestly, Cheeseburger. Now trying to get this angle onto Chio. Can't connect for right click, though. They will be held, but they really need to stay on point now. Farmer's going to need a lot of pocket. Tidal Blast comes out onto Farmer, but who are we stunning? Nothing. Wasted ultimate, but they are up at 90%. There's a chance now. Falcons have the beat ready to go. Kitsune rush to start. Wu Chan will mirror it. Chio with a beat to layer in over top. There is that beat, but push forward. Farmer's too low. Can't get to the minefield as well. And Falcons will be good for the retake. One trade from Dodo, but they've lost the cap here, so they actually just need to die quickly now, Cheeseburger.
Yeah, at this stage, Cheeseburger just need to stem the bleed, prevent any fucking yawning. I've been awake for 6 hours. Why am I yawning? Cheeseburger just need to stop bleeding out, as they've got one chance for a recontest here. They actually have really good ults to do it as well. Dodo, because he started on the sim, he's got the sim wall available. Farmer's being pre-fight poked out. Harmon's trying to chase him out a little bit, but this could just create more space for a TP touch to point. War comes out, TP up on the high ground, but Chio, just TP to the ground, man. Now, TP booped off the high ground, and half of this symbol turn has already been wasted. Still no point touch. Counter slam on the minefield is great for Farmer, though, so only one ball has mines on the objective. Farmer's taking an absolute beating as well. The turret's drilling him off screen. Zessin's flanking on the torp, and now Cheeseburger need to be concerned with the touch. Their health bars are hopelessly low. Double DPS ult is online for Falcons. War comes up on the objective. Zessin trades Harmden, but still Falcons, they're so in control that they're actually going to mind control Cheeseburger off the point again.
Disappointing one for Cheeseburger. There was an opportunity there, but just waste that symbol turn, then make a mess of the recontest as well. Aren't able to capitalize. There's a few times they get Hambin really low. For example, in that time they were in control of point, Hambin was really low, but they're so slow to sort of react and capitalize on it. Falcons are able to just stabilize, and Hambin can come in for his second turn before Cheeseburger can capitalize. So that'll be first point over to them. We'll move on to point E now. A double boop in, an aggressive TP in response, and Dodo's in big trouble. He gets away on 1 HP. The chase is on, but they do kill Zessin, so they get the pick nonetheless, and they will be able to get first cap most likely after this too.
Yeah, first cap goes the way of Team Falcons. Cheeseburger still just scrambling for a chance to get anything done. Anything at all. Come on now. Faith, I mean, he's going to start just pocketing his team. TP comes out. They try and flip through towards the point. They might have broken Harmon's ankles, actually. Chio looks to be a little bit caught out as well. Hot, sticky glue being blasted all over the point. Does huge damage to Proper, but he will back off. Farmer might have had an opportunity to slam there, but he did not want to take the risk. Flip being threatened but not secured yet. Zessen receives the title blast. He's running it proper with a hammer out, but he can't find the kill. 1-for-1 trades. This is a serious match, by the way. Roll through for
Trades.
Farmer, and Faith finds Merit as well. 2-for-1 trades at this juncture, but Team Falcons are going to drop the beat anyway. They trust the Hall and the support line clutch. Fielder forces the TP out of Wu-Chang. Kitsune rushes down on the point. Harbin excretes a minefield on the objective and then rolls off into the night, but Fielder, he's found Faith. Harbin, what are we doing, man? Go reset, do something. Suzu comes out onto Chio, and finally Cheeseburger have the cap.
Have the cap, nearly a symbol, nearly a minefield. Both balls are really low right now as they try and reset. Falcons are forcing the checkpoint during all of this as well. Farmer will come through, get some shields and contest. Nearly a minefield of his own. Has to get back on there now. Will just sort of pop his mines in the corner, symbol out as well. And these ults, I mean, they'll hold on to the point, but Falcons will be laughing that they can kite both of these for free.
Yeah, Simwall up right now, but a free kite as a result. Zessen 7 HP at the back end of this kite. Farmer getting caught up, fully beamed down by Proper and Merit. Now Merit throws up the wall, trying to leverage the flip. It's a very shallow wall, so it might actually be possible for Cheeseburger to ping pong. But no, they are now the team that is going to take the kite, playing for one last turn. Harbin rolling around on the object, or rolling around in the front line rather, has a full overshield, wants to transfer it back, but Chio, what is even going on now? Somebody's tapping the point for Cheeseburger. It's Dodo, sneaks in behind.
Hambo will come and contest that now, but it's taking a lot of spam from everyone. Zessen's going to creep on his left-hand side, gets rolled through by Hambin, so back to main he has to go as they continue to force for point here. Cheeseburger can't leave this objective now. TP on from Merit to try and clear that angle. Faith has the tidal blast. It is out. There we go, on to Wu-Chan, looking for it. Beat in response from Chio, and Proper goes super aggressive, trying to get onto this Wu-Yang, but Faith not dying to it just yet, but Chio is killed on point, and Proper will eventually win that draw off screen. Second point for Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons have the second point now, and I mean, we're one flashpoint of Suravasa away from being released from this absolutely riveting series and sent off to bed, or sent off to 6 hours of stadium and quick play. Maybe a little bit of competitive if I can be bothered, but you know, probably stadium first and foremost. Oh god, Harbin rolls in, boops all of the front line for Cheeseburger, but I feel like you're not going to get an engagement here. All you're going to wind up doing is just getting poked out. He is poked quite a lot. He does get the overshield, but it's broken, so he can't transfer it to anybody meaningful. Now he's playing up on the point, throws down the minefield before the touch happens. That's going to be an easy counter slam for Farmer. He does drop the slam. He does get the overshield as well. Cheeseburger's swing timing is on, but Zessen has gone down to Proper. A Freya diff if ever I've seen one. Slam comes out for Harbin, trying to catch up Farmer, but Farmer's too quick. Unfortunately, Proper has killed the entirety of Cheeseburger's lineup.
Forcing him out. Bowler to try and chase the ball down. Doesn't connect it. Farmer will go down late. And Falcons will be off to a good start here. Simwall for the next fight as well. Dodo still needs 20%. But Cheeseburger do have more ults to layer in. If they can get to point, start forcing with Kitsune Rush. They've got Mines and Simwall to keep that point going. They just have to get there first. But they can't. Faith is going to be completely caught in that slam. More early picks. And this is going to be valuable time for Falcons to close that ult discrepancy.
Yeah, now I mean, Falcons are just pressing the advantage all the way through to the spawn door and then some. Wu-Chan's going to go down. Proper finding every kill. He's so close to having another bowler shot because of that Freya passive. He's hiding in the corner actually looking for one last tap. Looks like Cheeseburger, they're trying to split their retake here, not all go through main. Another slam for the Hall, another death for Zessen on the cards, but Proper whiffs a couple of crucial bolts and we are going to see ourselves going through to the next turn. Falcons right now. One bite is all it takes. Farmer rolls through, drops the minefield on point, overshield secured, but I don't think he got the touch, so he has to roll back in again. Simwall is up for Dodo. Wu-Chan is Kitsune rushed as well. Merit slammed up into the air. Will be taken down by Wu-Chan, absolutely taps him out of the sky. One-man advantage for Cheeseburger, very winnable here.
Still rolling around as Hambin gets more stall. 15% to the mines, getting closer now, 10%. Trying to poke him out. Farmer's taking a lot of damage. They need to get these kills. They have player advantage, Cheeseburger. They're not making the move. For Bowler out on the top. Suzu comes through, saves him for a second. Defensive tidal blast from Faith comes through as well. Looking for the stun, but Hambin's got a kill on point. He's killed Zessen. Now the minefield is out. They TP away from it, but Farmer is the one who has to get the touch. Hiding in the mines. Nowhere for Dodo to go. And Cheeseburger, they just can't get anything done.
Hey, on to when is the OWL token code giveaway? Kellen is giving them away on his Twitter account later. Yeah, you're in the wrong place. I'm just the messenger about the OWL token giveaway.
Message Kellen right now.
Message Kellen. No, you can't still get tokens, Yuki. No. There's no tokens giveaway. There's no tokens.
I'm here for the tokens.
The tokens are gone. Jesus Christ, Smacks. Really? Fucking hell.
I feel how the Cheeseburger players feel. Just covered in cheese and hopeless. No way Merrick got player of the match.
That Tracer gameplay.
No way.
Get up and do something, you're gonna fall asleep on that chair. I mean, I'll be less sleepy when I'm playing the game. Playing a video game is a wake-up call. But a cup of joe and other such things also help.
Where's the ref? Because that was obviously a handball. Great. Alright, you're staying on, right? You're slamming Stadium for 6 to 8 more hours.
Slam Stadium, 6 hours.
Alright, I'm going to shoot off. I'm going to get the NA highlights posted. Loads of content on OWTV coming out soon. So stay tuned for that, for all the player interviews before the matches at the weekend. And I'll be back tomorrow, Korea in the morning, and then EMEA, North America. Should actually be pretty mega games across the board, really. So I think we're in for a good weekend of Overwatch. So I'm going to cut someone short. I'm going to cut the stream short. And I'll send you all over to Max.
Hope you like Stadium, Xavier's viewers. Although you probably don't because you're a sensible person. That's why you watch Xavier, not me. But it's okay.